What's your reaction after that?
Oh, it's a bit of relief, that's for sure. It was a pretty big game for the footy club, big stage. A lot of our supporters that were there today, had probably one of our biggest crowds that we've had, and for the resilience that the boys showed and the spirit that they're building, that they can, whenever we're down in a game, they manage to find a way to come back, and it's something that's been there for the whole year. We haven't necessarily got the results all the time, but they've been able to just hang in there and find a way to will themselves back in a game. So obviously when you win a close game, it potentially could go either way. So it's just relief to get a result.
What do you make of the trend of the bad quarter? Still seems to be rearing its head.
Yeah, it does. But I watch every game of footy most weekends, and it's happening in nearly every game. You watch a lot of teams, and it's happening the same. So momentum's a big thing in footy. I thought the players were really clear on what was going wrong at half time, and they were able to adapt to some things that we implemented, and I thought we were really strong around the footy in the second half, and that was the most pleasing thing.
The change that had the numbers behind the ball at the contest in the first half. You had a couple behind, and Collingwood had one, looked fairly imbalanced at each end, but the clearances obviously favoured them in the first half. Yeah, even that a bit. Is that a change that you think was influential?
We had a couple behind at centre bounce, but post that, I think you'd have to have a look. It wasn't quite the same, but we had to tidy up around the footy. We're minus 12 at clearance. So we needed to, one was, fixing a few things up structurally. But the second thing was our intent. I thought we fumbled a bit in the contest in the first half. I thought Collingwood's pressure was very good. And they were clearly the better midfield at that stage of the game. So we had to implement some things in the second half. And, to our coach's credit, they were pretty clear on the solution that was required. And the players implemented it pretty well.
You got some big results and key moments from Christian Petrarca and Jack Watt today, Simon. Can you talk a bit about how important they were?
Super important. Christian's the sort of lad that wants the ball in his hands in big moments, and same with Jack. They're good finishers. They play with a lot of energy and spirit, and you want the ball in their hands late in games, and they want it in their hands as well. So those two guys in the second half were really important to us forward to the footy. We fixed a few things up. We probably weren't functioning as well in the first half as we'd like. We'd come off 16 days without playing a game, so it took us a bit around the ball to find our way.
You're in the club. How big is the reward that you wake up tomorrow morning and you're in the eight as a result?
Yeah, look, it's a nice position to be in. It's something that we can build some momentum off. Winning games like that builds spirit within your footy club. They build belief. And really, we've been in every game, and we've been in a position to potentially win every game, but we haven't necessarily got the results. So today was really important from that perspective. But, the ladder's the ladder. It'll continue to change. It's tight. The competition's hard. So we just got to worry about next week's performance. We can't worry about where we sit now. It's where you sit in round 23 will be where you finish. So, we're 6 and 5. We've got a good launching pad. Hopefully our supporters are coming to each game, enjoying what they're seeing and seeing the growth of the team and the spirit of the team, and we'll continue to build that throughout the year.
Just on Jack, clearly he went through a tougher time earlier in his career, that Queen's birthday game a few years ago, and then injured early today. Just how proud of him are you of really standing up in that last minute, kicking that goal?
Yeah, look, he's come a long way, Jack. His confidence is really improved. His belief in himself's improved, and he got a pretty nasty knock early in the game and had a pretty big back spasm. But to come back the way he did was very strong. He kicked some really important goals for us at critical moments, and he's continues to build belief in his game. He knows what makes his game work. He's still got a lot of room for improvement. So it doesn't fluctuate as much, but he's well on the way.
How much harder are you finding it without Max Goodwin playing, which obviously they dominate the units?
Yeah, it's challenging, especially against quality midfielders such as Collingwood. They're a really good ruckman. They've got quality guys at ground level, but the guys have done a terrific job. Today was really the first time in the first half that we were exposed of any great extent. So it's going to be great to get a big man back in the team. Jake Spencer played in the VFL on the weekend. Max Gawn's not too far away. So, that problem's going to go away for us, soon. But I think our midfielders have developed some great skills throughout that period. But today was probably the first time that it probably hurt us in the first half.
Gordon said that he wants to be back next week. Is that possible?
Yeah, so do I, Ben.
Yeah.
You know, it's possible. Yeah, he's done an enormous amount of training now over the last month. You know, he's got still some important things he's got to tick off. But you know, we're hopeful that you know, if it's not this week, we know Jake's played some good footy at VFL level. You know, if it's not this week, Max will be back the week after.
In that second half midfield turnaround, how instrumental was Clayton Oliver?
Yeah, look, Clay had an interesting day. You know, I thought first half he probably fumbled the ball a bit and probably overused the ball a touch around contest areas. But, you know, I thought his second half was, really critical. And I think the great thing about today was, I thought Viney's second half, Oliver, Petrarca, Salem, Oscar McDonald, our younger players really stood up today. And I think that's a great sign for the footy club, that we've got some young players that under pressure, can certainly, come to the fore and have really strong second halves, and they really led the team in those moments.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys.